cats who are trying to get clicks for saying crazy shit. I mean,
so wait, are the reptilians and the Greys working together? Like, what are they doing up there?
I don't know. I didn't get to that part in the book, but they were all working together building a base. It's clearly some sort of co-op situation where humans, Greys, and reptilians are all there together on the dark side of the moon.
They always seem like this. Like you said, they're like guards, or they're kind of security or something like that. You know, it's always they never don't seem to ever be the ones in charge very much in these scenarios.
No, exactly.
For the most part.
No, he seemed more like
ones.
He was like a hired bouncer. You know, reptilians are good bouncers because they're giant and they're jacked and they're intimidating. Or he was some sort of hive mind creature just being used for a purpose.
A bouncer.
Yeah.
Please step outside, sir. Sir, please step outside. Put your shirt back on.
All right. So then what happened?
Well, that's kind of the end of the story. She came back to. Basically, while she was up there, she got systematically abused by the humans, not the reptilians, every night. She was used for entertainment, which is horrifying. And she recalls just getting through it because she had a daughter and she wanted to get back home. So after 1980, all these incidents stopped and she left the military. And throughout her life, she's had more and more contact with other beings and other races that have been a lot more positive. So her whole thing now is repairing trauma and helping people who've been through these horrible experiences. Because it's very MyLab-y, you know? Like, why would they abuse someone like that over and over and over again? It's like to break them or do something terrible to them. So but now she's come full circle and she's all about love and light. And she's definitely into, like, I used to be a Lyrian, one of those blue alien from the star system. And the one fact I want to leave this story with in the end is that this is just a cool random side tangent, is that according to her, and I've heard this before, that the reptilians a long time ago entered the solar system of the Lyrians, these blue beings. Mm-hmm. And they were friends with them for a while. Then eventually it turned, and they wiped out like 50 million of them with a giant globe spaceship with a weapon that can destroy planets. And what she was saying is, which is really fascinating, is like clearly the Death Star is that thing. And what she was saying is that James Cameron, the director, George Lucas, the director, based the Death Star off of this incident. And I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. But then come to find out, George Lucas actually had a dream 20 years before he made Star Wars about this Death Star and about reptilians attacking his planet, which I thought was really cool. I need to find more research on that. But
you know, when we got our remember we got our galactic races read. We got like our past lives read in the galactic. Yeah. And Matt and I were Lyrans, and our planet got invaded by the reptilians. It's the exact same story.
Yeah. So you wonder, are people taking that from each other? Or like, what's the origin of that? Or is it true? Is it not? Is it one person said it in the 50s in a book and everyone else is like saying it like it's real? Like, I don't know. But I found her story really interesting, and I don't think she was... If she's lying, it's like that classic... I don't think she's lying. I think it's more like, if it's not true, it's that jumbled MyLab thing where they fucked with your brain and you don't know anymore. And Dolan even goes into this in an interview with her, Richard Dolan, and talks about another lady who had her mind scrambled after the military, so she couldn't remember what was what. So maybe part of that's the truth. Maybe there was saucers or Greys, but not. You know how much of it's truth, how much is not. I don't know. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like she's earnest in her story. But that is all I have to say about that.
So is it possible that reptilians then, although get this evil rap, that there's some of them that aren't evil? And I mean, I've heard that before. I've interviewed people where they say there's some reptilian races where they're not here to do any damage, but then there is, of course, like aggressive reptilian race that want to control the human. But this goes back to Sumerian times with the two brothers Inki and Enlil that were supposedly in charge of the humans, and they looked like reptilians. And one of them was the snake in the garden that came to show wisdom to the humans, especially the woman, because apparently, according to their text, that they were able to get the knowledge faster. And then the other one, just throwing a little plug out there for the women.
You bunch of dummies. This guy's just not getting it. Go to the chick.
Yeah, go to the chick. And then Enlil, the other one, who's a little lizard, was there to enslave humans and make them into just dummies doing whatever he needed them to do. So maybe there's two camps of reptilians. I don't know. But it's crazy, though, that 12 million people think that anybody who's in control is a reptilian. 12 million people in this country.
Yeah. that's pretty shocking. I didn't realize people knew reptilians were a thing, let alone believe they were running the country.
You're not the only one in the universe, Matt. There's tons of people.
Turns out, we learn something every day.
That's right. All right, everybody, that's all the time we have. I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and do not go into a dream state and meet a reptilian tonight. Whatever you do, be careful.
Yeah.
Have a good night.
Careful out there, folks.
Goodbye.